Dana L. Robert. Dana Lee Robert is an historian of Christianity and a missiologist. Since 1984, she has been the Truman Collins Professor of World Christianity and History of Mission and the director of the Center for Global Christianity and Mission at Boston University. Early life. Robert is a graduate of Louisiana State University BA and Yale University MA, MPhil, and PhD. She worked as a high school history teacher in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1978. In 1982, she became an instructor at Yale University before moving on to Boston University. In Boston, she was assistant professor from 1984-90, associate professor from 1990-97, and became full professor in 1997. Robert was formerly married to political figure Bob Massey. Scholarship. In the early 1980s, Dana L. Robert became captivated by what she called comparative Christianity. After completing her PhD at Yale University, she began teaching at Boston University where, over the following 3 decades, she helped build the field that is now known as World Christianity. Robert's scholarship has focused on the role of women in mission history, notably through her American Women in Mission 1997, as well as the relationship between mission history and world Christianity more broadly. She presently serves as one of the editors of the journal Church History. Dana Robert and M.L. Daniel opened one of the first university-based centers on world Christianity in North America. In 2010, Dana Robert delivered the keynote address at the Edinburgh 2010 conference, which marked the centennial of the World Missionary Conference of 1910, speaking on witnessing to Christ today, mission and unity in the long view from 1910 to the 21st century. Robert has also given the Henry Martyn Lectures at the Cambridge Center for Christianity Worldwide 2010, the Woolsey Lectures in Theology and Culture at Houghton College 2011, the Wallace Chapel Lectures in Evangelism at Duke Divinity School 2012, the Osberger Lecture Series at Eastern Mennonite University 2013, the Parchman Endowed Lecture Honors. In 2017, Dana Robert received several honors in recognition of her contributions to history, theology, and religious studies. She was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. The American Society of Missiology awarded her with the Guild's Lifetime Achievement Award. The Association of Theological Schools named her a Henry Luce Roman III Fellow in Theology, and she served as a Senior Research Fellow at the Leibniz Institute of European History in Mainz, Germany. In 2021, a festschrift entitled Unlikely Friends: How God Uses Boundary-Crossing Friendships to Transform the World was published to honor her scholarship in the fields of missiology and world Christianity on boundary-crossing friendships. Publications. Selected books. 2019. Faithful Friendships: Embracing Diversity in Christian Community. W.M. B. Eerdmans. 2017. African Christian Biography. Editor, Cluster Books. 2010. Joy to the World: A Mission in the Age of Global Christianity. Women's Division, United Methodist Church. 2009. Christian Mission: How Christianity Became a World Religion. Wiley. 2008. Converting Colonialism: Visions and Realities in Mission History, 1706-1914, ed. W.M. B. Eerdmans. 2003. Occupy Until I Come, A.T. Pierson, and the Evangelization of the World. W.M. B. Eerdmans. African Christian Outreach, Vol. 2 Mission Churches. Editor, Pretoria, South African Missiological Society, 2003. 2003. Frontiers of African Christianity, Essays in Honor of Inez Daniel. Edited with G. Cuthbertson and H. Pretorius. Pretoria, University of South Africa Press. 2002. Gospel Bearers, Gender Barriers, Missionary Women in the 20th Century, Orbis Books. 1998. Evangelism as the Heart of Mission. General Board of Global Ministries, the United Methodist Church. 1998. Christianity, A Social and Cultural History. 2nd ed. Co-author. Prentice Hall. 1998. Arthur Tappan Pearson and Evangelical Movements. Seoul, Korea, Yangsa Publishing Company, 1988. In Korean, 1997. American Women in Mission, A Social History of Their Thought and Practice. Mercer University Press. Selected articles. 2016. Christian Transnationalists, Nationhood and the Construction of Civil Society in Religion and Innovation. Antagonists or Partners. Edited by Donald Yerkes, New York. Bloomsbury Academic. 2013. 40 Years of the American Society of Missiology. Retrospect and Prospect. Missiology 42 owned 625. 2011. Cross-Cultural Friendship in the Creation of 20th Century World Christianity. International Bulletin of Missionary Research 35 100-107. 2005. What Happened to the Christian Home? The Missing Component of Mission Theory, Missiology. 2002. The Influence of American Missionary Women on the World Back Home, Religion and American Culture 12 Yon, 5989. 2002. The First Globalization, International Bulletin of Missionary Research 26 5066. 2000. Shifting Southward, Global Christianity Since 1945, International Bulletin of Missionary Research 24 50 58.